Yo, what's going on, guys? Speci here. One game away from Pro Rank. We are playing a Mage NR charge deck. Let me show you this absolute beauty of a deck. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, Mages, Alzur. This is the name. We've got channel points. JX wants some clout. That is the name of the deck officially. So, obviously, Spell Weavers. Very, very nice card. It's a bit of stockpile action. Alzur, being a Mage, lends himself very nicely to playing in a Mage NR deck, especially when you consider that we also have Forbidden Magics, in Northern Realms as a spell card. There are also rune words, but unfortunately this card is well below the power curve. So let me just talk to you about the deck from top to bottom. I think starting with Alzur, our special cards, or spell cards rather, for Alzur are a Neuromancy. We have 2 Thunders and 2 Forbidden Magics. Thunders just coming in instead of Boiling Oils for the fact they're spells, but also our Triss is a Mage as well, synergizing with our Mage theme, and can also play both our Forbidden Magics and Thunders. And Magics are brilliant in this deck because we've got lots of these damage pings, and obviously charges transform into damage, and then we can use them to line up our Forbidden Magics. And actually having the Triss for a 3rd Forbidden Magic is beautiful because it's not like a normal Revenant. Forbidden Magic is significantly better in this deck because you use it in combination with your leader charges and your damage cards for instant removal. So it is an absolute beauty in this deck. It works fantastically well. In terms of our other mages, I mean, obviously the main card is you have your Spell Weavers, which hopefully this card gets a little bit of an improvement. It deserves to have a bit of a zeal, because what normally happens with stockpile is you'll play this card down, you'll give it a charge, and then it's dead, so you don't actually get use off your leader. So it could definitely do with having zeal, this card. There's no reason not to have it. But also your Aretusa Adept, being another mage. If you control a mage, you gain zeal, and it's going to give 1 charge per turn. So you play this card, and you're getting 2 charges instantly on your Spell Weaver for a nice little combo. We've also got the Archers, which is just a solid charge card. It's gaining charges by itself every turn, not needing other synergy, but you can also invest leader charge. Obviously, it's got the zeal as well, so your leader charge is actually getting value. And also, like, you can give charges from it with your Adepts. Now, this is the centerpiece card in many ways, because it recently got changed where now it's got charge. So you're destroying a unit shield, then boosted by 2. This means that you have 2 points per charge, which for a bronze card is really nice. A lot of your 2 points per charge cards, you're looking at like Hubert, Foltest Pride. Foltest Pride obviously needs a lot of setup, but this is 2 points per charge in a bronze card, which is really nice. And it gets better as well because we have Immortals. So the Damn Sorceress on Immortals is going to play for 4 points per charge, because you're going to remove the shield off the Immortals, and yeah, jobs are good. And this is going to boost itself by 2, and also your Damn Sorceress by 2 as well. So a really nice bit of synergy there. Added to the shield synergy, we're also using the Cintrian Artificers, and this is making up for our lack of shield ball for those extra shields. It's a really nice proactive play that you can make to protect your engine cards. One downside you do have in these stockpile decks, though, is you often want to put your charge card down first to maximize your leader play. But sometimes it's probably just worth playing like a Royal Guard or an Artificer first, and then giving them a shield to protect them. So you can do some really nice things with this card, such as if you've got multiple charges on your Damn Sorceress, you use your Damn Sorceress on your Immortals, you shield up your Immortals again, and then you take the shield off again with your Damn Sorceress in the same turn, which will buff them both by 4 points. And then your Immortals is going to gain that shield at the end of the turn. So lots of synergies going on. The only other cards that I've not mentioned, well, we've got the Heatwave for the control, the Endalia, just really nice in these sorts of decks. Obviously giving us a shield, but just giving us extra protection on these charge cards that we're really going to be looking to protect. I've thrown in a Siege Ladder just because I played against a movement deck. Don't really need that, but obviously your Archers are row-locked. Honestly, I think I'm going to kick the Siege Ladder. I think it's a bait. It's only our Archers, but also your Immortals is row-locked too. Something to consider, definitely using a shield, a Siege Ladder. Also, with the Royal Guard, my issue with the Royal Guard is, as I've mentioned previously, you often actually want to lead in with something like your Spell with your Archer, so then you get your leader value. So your Royal Guard can just sort of be sat there not really doing a job. I do like having 1 as an option to have off of Amphibious Assault to get the armor again on your Archer. So definitely worth having one, I feel. And it's still just a nice card to lead with. But the Artificer is kind of just a better version of it in this list. So what are we going to use with these last 4 provisions? Well, I love a winch. So maybe we go one winch and a single siege dagger as well. So we've got one of each for a little bit of balance. Winch just being able to give charges on a damn sorceress. If you've got your immortal set up, that can play for an awful lot of points. So you're going to buff your damn sorceress by 3, but also your 2 charges basically play for 4 points each when you've got this combo. So that is playing for 11 points off the winch. Also, what I like about the winch, it's a card you want to play late on in the game. So honestly, I want to say this is probably the best stockpile deck I've played. I actually think Alzur works really, really nicely, as does Triss and the Philip, and we've got lots of control. Is it super meta? No, of course it's not. It's stockpile, right? But it's a lot of fun. We're undefeated with it so far. This is the game for pro rank. Let's see if we can do it. Those 4 provision cards you could mess around with. A big downside of this deck is that so many of our bronze cards we're including are 5 provision cards, and it means that maybe we're lacking a bit of gold power, where if we could put in a lot of 4 provision bronze cards, that means that we would have better gold cards essentially. So see how we get on. See how we get on. This is it, guys. Can Specimen get back to pro rank for the first time in over, what, like 2 months? So I finished like 70th on the ladder that fateful night where I stayed up till like 7 AM. Pretty sure you lost the first game when I tuned in. Maybe you're right. I mean, I've definitely lost games with this deck previously. Maybe you're right. I'm on a win streak though, okay? With this particular version, it feels like pretty solid. I don't think I've lost today. Maybe I'm wrong. My memory's honestly pretty terrible. Oh, this siege lad is going to be pretty useful against this leader, huh? Who would have thought? We're getting second, so Raw Guard's a nice card to keep. Again, like, we want to be able to give charges to cards. We've got the Alzur, Thunder, Double Magic, Siege Ladder. Let's keep this. Didn't really need to mulligan, but basically you just want to make sure your hand's not too gold heavy. And I would say this is not too gold heavy, so it's a bit spooky. Need to try and remove this as soon as we can. Now we could go for a Dahlia onto this archer and then hopefully move it back a little bit later. I think that's kind of reasonable. He's still going to get in charges, right? Even if it's in the front row, and then we move it back with this siege ladder, hopefully with some sort of crew pocket. It's not the easiest thing to achieve in this step. We don't exactly have an abundance of soldiers. Very low on soldiers, in fact. The Forbidden Magic could give us one, though. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, opponent could leader. That's basically what we're trying to bait out, as opposed to like a rebuke or something like that. Dunker. Let's just thunder that. Get rid. And yeah, this is where the siege ladder is going to do a decent little job for us. Can't deny that. He'll lose armor. Again, that's... Yeah, so we're glad we went for the Adalia, right? Adalia is a rip. Now what we'll do is we'll just play this archer in the back. Just because, again, we get the Zeal. I would go for the Spellweaver, but the fact it doesn't get a Zeal is just super frustrating. Like, this card deserves to have Zeal, in my opinion. Now, if this one gets moved, then we've got the crew pocket already. But yeah, as predicted, it's just going to get rebuked. Try a hand. Again, give it a Zeal, mate. Give it a Zeal. I don't think even a condition, like, you need to be able to play this card on an open board and give it a charge with your stockpile. It would make a big difference, honestly. It deserves to have a Zeal. It really does. just because it's not super relevant, right? Apart from in stockpile. Outside of stockpile, it's only 1 point. It doesn't really make a big difference, but with stockpile, it kind of does make quite a big difference. Now, again, this is where your winch can just come in clutch, right? Winch is a really nice play. I think we're just going to go for the adept, though. Keeps us ahead. So obviously lining up for the forbidden magic here. Like, we're just doing bits, lad. You just cannot argue with this. Just cannot argue with the stockpile. We're going to pro rank, lads. It's happening. The Alzur just works nicely with it as well, because Thunders belong in this deck. Forbidden Magics belong in this deck. And so does Neuromancy, honestly, as well. And Neuromancy is just nice with Assault. Like, you might go for John Natalis. It doesn't really make a big difference. Why not move the Archer? Well, we're not really in a rush. This is still gaining its charges. We'll just move it like when we have... We're not actually going to get a crew pocket now, right? Unless we're to move this front. I guess Royal Guard in the back row gives us a crew pocket. So we might risk it and go for that. We might mess around and do that. Again, the reason I like the winch is it's a card that gets its value even later on in the round. We don't have the crew pocket. This is a mage. This is a soldier. This is a rev. But if we can line up a rev, then we do have a crew pocket, right? If we can get another rev just straight away. Forest Protector, very expensive. Even if we just sacrifice the 2 points on this card, we've still got all the points coming in soon. Free Pocket is not going to be coming anytime soon, right? So, option 1. This plays for what? 5 points? We could do this though, right? So this is a 5-point play. This makes it 6. It wouldn't be enough by 1. Opponent could pass. This plays for 5, 6 as well. I think we just have to go for it now, right? Still getting its value. Ah! Don't mind if I do, sunshine. I'm glad we put the Siege Ladder in already, I'll be honest. But yeah, obviously it would have been better if it was the 2 extra points on the Siege Ladder. It's just worth including one, right? It just is. Bait and switch. You're right. What's up? So far so good. We win on even. Opponent invested leader charge, Forest Protector. All that carryover. Some carryover still left. I'm not going to count what's missing. Kick the Royal Guard. Kick the Winch. And we're just going to pass, right? We don't have enough spells for Alzur. We don't really have... We've already used our assault, so there's no real reason for us to go, yo, Roach, it's going well, thanks, hope you're good. What's the score in the football? That's the question. Opponent can move Immortals. That is a good point, yes. So, I mean, it's very interesting, isn't it? One little card. I hope it's a sign of things to come. Dropping like a card here and there goes an awfully long way, right? It really does. Look at FIFA. FIFA releases new content like every day. I know it's a very different game, but still. I feel like it needs Donomir. So the issue with Donomir, again, is you want to get all your engines down as soon as possible. And with this leader ability, you're rewarded for just playing your charge card as soon as you possibly can. Donomir is going to slow that right down. Nice. 1, 2, plus Trist. Probably just kick this, right? Nice! Isn't Alzur super vulnerable? Yeah, he's very vulnerable to locks, but the idea being is my opponent is going to have used their locks on other things, right? Way before they can lock Alzur. They're going to be way too preoccupied with all my other engines. One card a month would really help. It would go a long way, huh? And that's the beauty of having a draft mode. Like, they can just drop cards for draft mode, right? Like, 1 per faction per month. Yeah, all that. So, I think we've got to, like, let CDPR know, like, guys, this is huge. Give us more of this kind of stuff. Thank you. It's good. Let's do it again. We go for a Spellweaver off Assault first. I think that's probably the play. Give it a charge, and then we get the Adept down. Other options obviously go for a damn Sorceress, but I think we're just content with the Spellweaver here. As it's going to give us the Zeal on the Adept. And then obviously every time I play a Mage, such as Alzur, Philippa, Triss, happy days. Oh! Rude. This is getting heat waved anyway, so I don't care. Let's go for the Immortals. Again, could be moved. Let's take an extra Hanson. Say what gives. Thank you, man. Oh, Jen. You too, Persian. You're looking very cute. Call of the Forest. Okay. 4 points per charge activated. Let's go. Is this in a Glaze deck? Glaze deck could be. Is this getting thundered? Ouch. Rebuked. I beg your pardon. Okay. Maybe I've had a little bit of a stinker, not gonna lie. We should go for the Adept first here, right? We go Adept. Maybe we should have Philippa sooner, right? I don't know. I don't know. We're only 3 points down though, let's be honest. We're fine. And we've got the option of either going Triss for an extra Alzur spawn or just the Thunder for points.
A superb specimen.
It's a follow, big man. Why did we get the Adept first? Because then it's going to have its Zeal. And also, we don't have a leader charge here. And this is our last card. We'd rather this die than this, essentially. Because this is now ready to give it Zeal. Ready to give its charge, sorry. And now our leader charge is ready too. We just do this. Now, you can't damage your own card with this. Like, why not? Let me damage my own card, I beg. Come on, agreed? You can do it with Arbalists, but not with Archers. Why? How about Spellweavers? Can you damage your own with Spellweavers? Yeah, why not Archers? It just seems random. So next, we're going to Philippa next, right? So we should just do this. Yo, Alexi. When we're going to a Nero for another Sorceress? Yeah, I guess we could, but I want to get this down, basically. I think this is the correct ordering, because I want to get Alzur down. Basically, I want to get the Archer down, I want to get Alzur down. So if you think my ordering otherwise would have been Alzur, Archer, then Adept, this is just better, right? Come on, this is for pro rank. So the Vitality goes into that. Perfect for us. Okay. In comes Alzur. Who hopefully should stick at this point. This card's kind of smurfing for us. We're just going to end up heat waving this, right? As opposed to using Triss, unfortunately. But you can see the synergy with the Forbidden Magics as well, with the Archers, Adepts, Pings, etc. Oh my god! All right, first card with Alzur is... Ooh. Don't mind if I do, lads. Oak! Yes, lad! What a finish. And it's pro rank. Woo! Let's go! Let's go. What a finish. What a finish. And there it is. Finally, Specimen is back in pro rank after a very, very long time. Wow. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Deck felt pretty good. Yeah, I like it. That's going to do it for the video. If you guys would like to see more of this deck in the pro rank, do let me know. I don't really think there's anything I'd change. I think one Royal Guard is a nice option to have for your archers. I think the artificers are better in this one. Siege Ladder, nice, obviously, just for those movement decks, is again an option off Assault. And the Winch is just a nice card to have at times. You can see the power of the deck. Any leaks for us, Speci? You have to wait and see, my friend. You have to wait and see, my friend. Woo! You will have to wait and see, my friend. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys soon. Adios!